Hi guys, my name is Emmanuella Gardiner. You can call me Miss Gardiner. This is Breaking Barriers, a platform for the youth, young entrepreneurs and entrepreneurs who are changing the narratives for themselves, for their families, and for life in general. Today you see me, and of course you see another guest as usual. Today I brought you somebody whose voice is confusing a lot of people, but yeah. He's a voiceover artist, he's an artist in terms of life in general, because anybody who's doing theater and art is an artist. So he's into theater and art, he's a voiceover artist, and he's actually like an artist. So yeah, stay tuned. I have Tandoh with me. He'll give you his introduction and the episode will start. Over to you, Andrew.
Hi, I am Tandoh Adotey. Please don't forget the Adote. I'm an actor and voiceover artist, and I am here on Breaking Barriers to break bread and drink tea with Miss Gardiner.
Okay, so I think I brought you to the right place. I gave you a canvas,
Yes.
and I gave you some crayons.
Canvas and some crayons, eh?
Yeah,
I see.
let's bring out the artist in you,
Very interesting.
and let's start our episode.
So what, as I'm talking, we are doing...
Yeah, we're going to be doodling as we're talking.
I don't know if I can have and handle the divided attention, but I'll try.
But you can't say you no. Do you know why I think you can handle it?
Why?
Because you've been jumping from stage to stage, from play scripts to play scripts. I'll have that. Play scripts to play scripts, and you're good, honestly. Anybody who can handle play scripts the way you've been handling them is capable of handling divided attention, because what's that? How can you be saying life is a performance and not be able to handle a divided attention?
Okay, I hear. Like I said, I'll try. So Andrew is an actor. Andrew is a voiceover artist.
Right.
I've been working professionally since 2008. That was the very first time I performed as an actor and got paid professionally as an actor. So I consider that the beginning of my professional career. Before that, I was just any other young man trying to find his way in the world.
Yeah.
Until some experiences led me down this path. It's been quite an adventure ever since.
How's the family? Let's ask family questions. How's the family when you decided to go into this line of work? What was the response?
Oh, when I decided to go into this line of work, the support was instantaneous. You know, they were like, okay, this is what you want to do.
Right.
Fine. You know, my big brother, at the time when I told him I wanted to go into acting, he permitted me, he allowed me to go, and for a couple of years, you know, there wasn't anything really concrete coming out of it. It was just me going to rehearsals. At that time, it wasn't Roverman, it was a theater group called the Fihankra Playhouse Drama Troupe. And I would go in the afternoon, come home very late. But each time, he was one who would give me money for transportation, and I would go and come and go and come, and I had a full circle moment with him recently when we performed The Gods Are Not to Blame. Did you see The Gods Are Not to Blame?
No, I didn't.
I see. It was a full circle moment for me, because The Gods Are Not to Blame was the very first play I was ever a part of as a performer.
Wow.
When I joined the theater group for the very first time.
Okay.
This is before Roverman. Roverman does original plays.
Yeah.
But The Gods Are Not to Blame is already a classic.
Yeah.
So this is the group I was in before I joined Uncle Ego's group. And I was the understudy for the main character at that time because I was new. And they wanted me to learn from the guy. So I understudied King Odewale, who is the lead character in The Gods Are Not to Blame. But I never got to play King Odewale. And that kind of, the group kind of fell apart. And then here comes Uncle Ebo, and then I joined Roverman, the rest is history. So 17 years later, George Quay, whose acquaintance I had made, came, approached me and said there's a project he's working on called The Gods Are Not to Blame. And would you believe I had actually forgotten
about it? How?
Even though it pained me all those years ago that I never got
Yes, because I would keep that in me.
No. So many things. This is how many plays later. You know, this is more than 50 plays later. So a lot had happened.
Fair enough.
A lot of water had gone under the bridge. So even when I got the script, it was still fuzzy that this thing seems familiar, blah, blah, blah. Then we began to read through. And as we began to read through, I realized, I know these lines.
Right.
I actually know these lines. And then all the memories came flooding back. And then I remembered everything. So I told George that, I think the powers that be knew I wasn't ready at that time to play Odewale, but Providence has waited for all this time and now has brought this play and put it on my lap on the biggest stage of them all, the National Theatre stage. So I took the role very personally. Yeah, so I wish you had come to watch that one.
I wish
you'd have seen a different side of King Odewale.
But I enjoyed the Africa play though.
The Black Star, yes.
Black Star. I enjoyed it. Every play, I believe, you leave with something, and you also, want to leave with something. So you have your expectations before the play and after the play. Before you started, or before you even said yes to the script of The Black Star, what did you want to leave with? What did you expect to get at the end?
For every performer who really pays attention to his craft, there's always the desire to grow, the desire to improve, to be challenged, and the desire to work with new people, gain new experiences, etc., etc., etc. Yeah.
So plays they always leave you feeling different.
Yeah, live shows are a different matter altogether, and the fact that there's that, the fact that they are also right there in front of you live performing gives an element of it's like watching a circus, somebody on a tightrope on a circus. It's like, will they be able to will they be able to perform, all these lines and all that and all that. So it's also like a test to see if these people can actually do what they're saying they will do, and it's a wonderful. If you are new, it's scary.
If you're an OG, it's
OG.
It's a walk in the park.
Well, not necessarily a walk in the park, but it's exciting. I'll just put it that way.
Every time the thing comes up, the curtains go up. What do you tell yourself?
I don't tell myself anything. I just know it's time for work, and then I go to work. I still remember the very first time the curtain went up at the National Theatre. It's always how I always describe it to people is your heartbeat rate is like this. and then when the curtain goes up, it goes up this way, then it stays there.
Yeah.
And when the curtain goes down, then it comes back down, and your body now relaxes. So a lot of people see it, they call it nerves, they call it all kinds of things. That it's just that your body is getting ready for something. You know something is about to pop off, so it pumps your system full of all these chemicals that you can use to perform, so that you have the requisite energy you need to do so. So Black Star, we're in rehearsal for Honeymoon Hotel, but did you hear of the play?
Yeah, I did. I was even following it.
Okay.
Waiting. A friend's husband was in there, so I was actually like really following. I even had wanted to meet you up for like rehearsals. So I was like, what time do you guys do your rehearsals? And then because I knew that I had the ticket time for the Black Star, I had probably missed it. So I was like, I need to catch up with you on that. So I bought my ticket for Black Star at dawn.
I see.
I was in bed and I said, let me give this a try. What's the worst that can happen? It's just short code. If it doesn't work, we'll see what will happen. So I took the phone, put in the short code, I saw that the thing was going. So after every load, when the page loads, I said, oh, thank you, God. Then it will load, then I get to the...
Bad.
You know when you're buying something, at dawn, 2 a.m., who's buying tickets at 2 a.m.?
Well, it's an automated system. So
yeah, but the time for the tickets, I was expecting, like, it has passed.
Okay.
Do you
That's
get
what
it?
you mean.
If the ticket is over, is sold out, then what's the chances that I'm going to get anything? But yeah, I got it at 2 a.m. I woke up at 6 and told my folks that you have bought the ticket too. They said, how? I said, you don't have faith. You have faith. So I bought my ticket at 2 a.m. and I came to you at 7. And the rest is history because I got you sitting here.
Yeah. So, like I said, we're rehearsing Honeymoon Hotel, and because I did some singing in Honeymoon Hotel.
Yeah.
And Black Star is a musical play. So as we were rehearsing for Honeymoon Hotel, the producer came to me and said, there's another play they're working on, they would like me to be a part of. Then we talked about it. I said, okay. And Black Star was a bit of a nightmare for me because the time we had was very, very limited. We had less than a month to bring everything together. So,
but you did it wonderfully.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, there were times I literally would do my memorization throughout the night till daybreak, then I'll take a bath and go run my errands for the day, and then go for rehearsals, and then it's after I come home, it's then that I would sleep. Because the play is a very long play. We had to do a lot of editing to let it fit, even in the 2 hours, 30 minutes. It was a very big and long play. And we are all glad that we were able to pull it together. So now we're just waiting for the next challenge.
When you finished Black Star, what did you take from it?
Oh, there's nothing that was in the play that we weren't already aware of. We know
the story.
Many of us pay attention to global politics. We know what Kwame Nkrumah did for us. We know how he lost his seat. We know everything. We know. It's just a matter of whether the whole continent as a whole will at some point unite and speak with one voice. That remains to be seen. But there's nothing that was said on the stage that we didn't know already. We always talk about it. We always debate on it. We always cry about it. But that's what it's always been. It's a a lot of talking, talking about the issue and not necessarily dealing with the issue or solving the issue.
This is my first time finishing my art piece. How's yours coming along?
Oh, I can finish at any time. I'm
Wow.
just doing my finishing touches.
We're gonna have tea
Okay.
in the next segment.
So we'll unveil the artwork later.
Yeah, we're gonna unveil the artwork later. but
Interesting.
That's yeah.
Okay.
So I
So
brought
where do I
you.
put it? I should hide
No,
it.
you just hold it. You hold it.
Okay. Overman friends of mine. There was this lady from Australia who had these friends who made a friend in Roverman. They had a lot of in common. Shout out to Effie and Abis, and they would talk about these things, about food, about cinnamon and things like the things I had never heard before.
Right.
So it was through them that I got to know that tea is more than just Milo and
Bon
it's
vita.
actually tea where you just drink. And they drink without milk or sugar.
Right.
No, there's a flavor. You drink it for the flavor. So what do you mean by flavor? But gradually over time, I began to appreciate the
Art of tea.
the art of tea. Yeah.
Anyway, okay.
Now even I went to buy. I bought a few.
Right.
Not at this level. I'm still entry level, so I pick up my
Lipton.
tea from not Lipton. These flavors.
Right.
Some strawberry flavor. I'm still appreciating but I don't have this at this level. This level of tea, because my friends, I would go to them, then they would have it. Then I'll drink and appreciate it.
And you appreciate it, okay.
Shout out to Ethel too. She has a wonderful tea collection.
Wow.
Chamomile and so when I go to her place, I
appreciate.
get to, okay. So this chamomile, this
Right.
is cinnamon, this is okay.
This is
Yeah. So
that's it.
yeah.
Well, now let's you spoke. You're actually up for an award. There's a Pulse Award.
The Pulse Artist Award. Yeah, it was a surprise to me too. I wasn't informed. Nobody.
Why is it a surprise?
Pardon?
Why are you surprised?
No, I'm surprised in the sense that they just put it there. I didn't hear from them that we are nominating you for this. There was nothing like that. It was just put there.
Right.
So I was even hoping to reach out to somebody there so that I can have a conversation with them. And because you see, I have not been on the Pulse platform. I don't know about the other actors, but I've not been on their platform before.
Exactly.
So I'm thinking, okay, if I've been nominated for something, let me just come and do an interview or something so that people will
know how it goes.
See me, because I'm aware that I still have a lot to learn, a way to go with as far as visibility and popularity is concerned. In some circles, I'm here, and in other circles, people are like, who is this guy?
You're the greatest actor. Or how do you call yourself? The greatest?
No, there was a period of time where I was calling myself the greatest actor you've never heard of.
Never heard of?
Yes.
Or ever heard of?
Never heard of.
Why never heard of?
Because those who knew me or know me give me all the respect in the world. Those who don't,
they just...
It's still half and half, I would say. Because there was a time, for a long time, I would walk around and for weeks and months, maybe one or two people would walk up to me and ask me if I am the person from the boy shoes, and that still happens. It happens a bit more often nowadays. Or someone will see me in a distance and point to me and say, and I would see it from the corner of my eye and things like that. It's just to say that I feel I have quite a ways to go still. Maybe more people know me than I'm aware of, but from my personal experience, I still have a long way to go, especially from a business and branding perspective. You're not approached if they don't see that you have numbers behind you and things like that. Now it's all about the numbers, and the market has shifted. I saw there was a post on social media. I think it was to TikTok.
Yeah.
There was an actress who had performed in a movie.
Yeah.
There's a white girl.
Yeah.
She had performed in a movie, and her scene was coming up, and she had called all her friends to come and watch that scene she appears in. So, as the scene draws near, the actor delivers a certain line which she should respond to.
Yeah.
And the person who responds is not her, but she delivered those lines in the scene. Apparently, they had edited her out of the scene and replaced her with the girl who popularized the hawk tour thing. So this actress had been edited, and they didn't tell her. So she had been edited out of the scene and replaced with this girl. And this girl was screaming her head off like, they replaced me with this girl. Why did they do that? Because she had the traction, and she had the popularity, and she was recognizable. So they had favored her popularity over her competence.
Wow.
Yes. So now, whether we like it or not, we have to grapple with this idea now that producers look at these things. They look at the following you have. They look at all these things. Yeah, there are people who still look at competence, but as I have experienced, they'll put somebody who has the numbers there as the lead to get the numbers. Then maybe I'll come in as a supporting or slightly less main character to beef everything up. So I still think. That's why I've been calling myself that. I'll stop calling myself that soon, but that's what I used to refer to myself as.
I think that's a good thing. Like giving yourself something, like calling yourself something. I feel like it gives you a push to actually want to stand out from like the regular every day.
So you think I should keep going with that?
Yeah, I think
the greatest actor you've never heard.
I think you should make it ever heard of.
Ever heard of?
Yeah.
So you want me to like put myself out there? Like, yeah, I'm the best.
Yes. Because that's why there's is it slogans for every. Sometimes you remember the slogan more than you remember the.
James Gardiner referred to me as your favorite actor's favorite actor. Which I found.
Actor's favorite actor.
Yeah, that's what he referred to me as. When we worked together on Honeymoon Hotel, that's what he referred to me. I have it on camera. Why I'll post it.
I feel like when you say you've never heard of, well, I've never heard of you. Who are you? But if I say you've ever heard of, it's like I'm going to ask who you are, but it's not going to be dismissive, if you get what I mean. Like, who's he? Oh, he's the guy you've never heard of. Well, that's why I've never heard of him. Do you get it? But if I say he's the guy you've heard of or you're ever going to hear of, it makes me want to hear of you more, as opposed to me never having heard of you and just, okay, I've never heard of him, let's move on.
So when you make the claim,
when you
now
make
people
the
look
claim,
at you to back it up.
And so it's two things. It's I made this claim, now I owe it to myself to actually
live up to
it, and then they owe it to themselves to make sure that they're looking at me.
Alright, I think I'll try it. If I get that Paul's interview, I will.
Say it.
I'll try it. Hi, I'm Andrew Tandoh Adotey, and I'm the greatest actor you've ever heard of.
And will ever hear of.
Wow, that one is, Okay.
That's just like the end.
It's a self-imposed record.
Put it on yourself so that you can live up to it and you will always be accountable to that. Like, I am the greatest actor you will ever hear of.
Okay.
Because Whitney Houston, that's why we know her. It's her voice, man.
Okay. I hear you.
Yeah. I'm glad you do. What do you think about the award culture, the recognition culture?
Not to cut you. I got an email.
Okay.
From an even more prestigious organization.
Okay.
I think this is the first time I'm saying it.
Share it on here.
So I got an email from the Emmy Awards.
Okay.
That I've been nominated for Actor of the Year.
Wow.
So I don't know when this comes out, but on the 11th, the nominees will be announced.
Okay.
I'm one of them.
Okay. So we're gonna have. Okay.
So this is what I meant by,
you've never heard of.
Hear from, at least give me a heads up that I've been nominated for this thing, but they just put it there.
Out there.
So I just want to have a talk with them. At least, it almost feels as if let's part this thing with Andrew. So let's put Andrew here. It didn't feel like, oh wow,
we see you.
I think to be announced at the Pulse Influencers Awards.
Okay.
Or something. So
right.
Yeah.
So on the 11th, the Emmy nominations will be out.
Yeah.
Put it on me. I got this interview and this information firsthand. Andrew is up for the Emmys award nominations. I'm going to post this after he's posted his, acceptance video and all that. So you saw it here first. You heard it here first. You're gonna vote for him here first because we need more Ghanaians on the globe. So the name is Andrew Tandoh Adotey. I'm so happy I got this news first. He's the greatest actor you will ever hear of. So he's up for Emmy nominations. I don't know who you are. I know who about you're gonna tell, but you're gonna tell a friend that I said on this show, on this platform, that we're breaking barriers because Andrew is up for Emmy nominations.
Yeah.
I'm so happy for you. Like, it's such a big thing.
It is.
It's such a big thing.
I run into I know those are associated with the awards.
Right.
And I exchanged contacts with them, but I refused to contact them. This years ago, I got the contact years ago. But it would have been easy to say, Charlie, this is your award. But I refused to reach out to any of them.
Why?
No, I wanted to and it's not like they'll give it to you if you reach out anyway.
Yeah.
So when I got the email and I gave my acceptance speech and all that, it was then that I messaged one of them and said, hey,
thank you.
Yeah.
I'm happy for you, man. I
finally earned the right to reach out to you and say, hey, how are you doing? And I just got the nomination, so we are good.
This is how we break barriers, guys. This is what I mean by breaking barriers. Because it's not just about having contacts, like earn it. Just because I gave you the contact doesn't mean you have access to me, yes, because I gave you the contact, but earn it. Like, let me know that I didn't make the mistake of giving you my contact.
And I get that a lot in my DMs.
Right.
A lot of people who have seen me perform and think I'm a big deal.
Yeah.
Reach out to me and they are looking for opportunities. They want me to give them opportunities.
Right.
And just for shaggy reasons, I go on their page. They say, I'm an actor, I love acting, blah, blah, blah. So I go on their page and there's nothing there that has anything to do with acting.
Wow.
This has happened several times where people reach out or they can really perform. They want an opportunity to perform on stage, and there's not that I have any power to put you on stage or on screen. Or they're asking for mentorship or something. So I go on their page and there's nothing that has anything to do with acting there. So I DM them back and say, you say you are this, you love this, there's nothing on your page that has any. So if I were actually a producer and I was looking for talent to work with, if I went on your page, I wouldn't see anything. But you're here telling me that you are so passionate about acting, you're an actor and all that. So no matter where you step in life, you will have to pay your dues at some point. You will have to pay your dues. I have a video of Shirley Frimpong talking about what it's like working with me and the experience and the praises she heaped on me. Is not something you can buy. You can't pay Shirley to say things about you. but she just said it because she has experienced it, and she knows what I can do, and I have earned it in her eyes. It was the same with Jocelyn. I have videos of Amaka. I have videos of all of them.
It's so nice to hear like people say things and actually recognize you for the disciplines that you put yourself into. So let's talk about that. Film, theater, discipline. How does it all? I mean, like, I think essentially the question I'm asking is, what is the cost of being in the space that you're at, in the creative space that you're at? What's the cost of being in the creative space that you're at?
If you're doing it right, it will cost you your social life. Because if you're an actor, most actors, whether you are local or international, you travel. Sometimes you travel for months at a time. If you are rehearsing a play, you are rehearsing every day, almost every day.
Right.
I've missed family occasions.
Oh my God.
I've missed Christmas with family members. As for the family occasions, I've missed many. There are times when I've forced and attended and then left before it actually started because they gave the time.
They didn't keep to it.
So I'll go meet some cousins, exchange some pleasantries, but then I have to
hop back
and go to rehearsals. So it's every great performer that you see that you admire has paid a very, very dear price, without exception. If you look at Jackie Chan, Jackie Chan has broken well over 100 bones in his body throughout his career. But if you talk about Jet Li was doing a fight scene with Donnie Yen. Those who are martial arts movies enthusiasts will know. He was doing an action fight scene with Donnie Yen, and they were fighting with bamboo sticks. And they move very fast. Yeah. And then I think one of them missed a step, and then the bamboo stick hit. I think I don't know whether it was either Jet Li or Donnie Yen. I think it was Jet Li.
It's definitely
It hit Jet Li in the head, and he was bleeding from his ears and his nose.
Wow.
So they got him treatment, then they came back and filmed that scene again. Same with Sylvester Stallone, even in his recent film Expendables.
Oh my God.
There was a horrendous injury he sustained in Rambo where they did a scene, he was supposed to fall through trees.
And he fell
and it was done.
No, yesterday I was watching it.
You were watching it?
Rambo 2, the blood.
So they said, the director said, okay, let's do it again for safety. He did it, and then a branch choked him or something. And then in Expendables, he was in the fight scene with Stone Cold Steve Austin, and he said Stone Cold should come at him, full force, dive and tackle him. So he tackled him, and then he hit something so hard that his head snapped back, and he broke a bone in his neck. So then, they had to airlift him to a hospital, do some surgery, replace, blah, 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 blah. And when he was done, he came back and finished the movie.
Rambo is like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Like...
He's almost 18 now.
He's so happy to be back home, like, be doing... I think I was watching a very recent...
No, it's one of his latest series now is Tulsa King. And it's doing very well,
But he just likes... I think I was watching an interview, one of, like, I don't know if it's this year or last year, but he says the joy he gets from home, anytime he comes back home, is just something he cannot miss out on anymore. Because at first he, in the beginning of his career, he was going like long hours away, and you come back home maybe 2 weeks, a week. It's not really having time for the kids. But now they meet him and they're all teary-eyed, like every time he comes home from there. So he's just happy to be working not far from home, but just within. Now
he's Sylvester Stallone, so he has the ability to rewrite scenes. He has that clout.
He's doing really well.
Jet Li has a terrible relationship with his children.
Yes.
No, Jackie Chan
Jackie
has
Chan,
a terrible
yeah.
relationship with his children. So people.
Christopher Lee, I'm not sure he even has.
Jet Li or
Christopher.
I mean the actor.
The actor.
Yeah. So everybody has paid a price to get to where they are. No matter if they are at the level where you see them, you're like, wow, they have paid a very dear price for that, and it's something I'm well aware of, and I don't mind paying that. But I've paid. I mean, I've
You're still paying
enough to get here,
right?
And I'm still paying. But yeah, it's one of the things you have to give up something to be at that level. You have to give up something. For me to be here with you, for you to see me and say, oh, this guy needs to. I need to talk to this guy. For Emmy Awards to email me, for Shirley to ask for me specifically to be in Honeymoon Hotel, and because she trusted that I could carry my part of the play. You have to have years. You have to have a body of work behind you that tells people that, okay, this guy, we can trust him with something. Yeah, so it will cost you. It will cost you something. You have to be prepared to pay. So you don't let this generation of fast fame fool you. The world hasn't changed that much. If you really want something, you still have to pay your dues. And if it comes to you, you should pray that it doesn't come to you too early. Because when fame comes too early it comes with its own issues. So I know social media has gotten a lot of people. When you do one or two things and you go viral, all of a sudden you're famous and you're a celebrity. I know there's a bit of debate over who is a celebrity
and who's these
days, but if it happens early, great. But if it doesn't, and you know this is something you want to do, I don't know what to tell you. You will have to put in the work and do some. Maybe you add something to it that helps you, that sustains you until. But unfortunately for all of us, you don't get to decide when you blow. You don't get to decide when you go viral. For every one person who goes viral and becomes famous, there are hundreds that do all kinds of silly things and nobody pays attention to them. And they'll do that. There was this guy he's not doing silly things, but he washes cars and he sings along to a lot of the popular songs nowadays. So any song that is a hit, he learns it, and while he's washing the car, he'll stop and then sing it passionately. Then he sang this Davido song, and for some reason this song reached Davido, and Davido sent him, I think, $5,000 or something. But when you go on his page, that particular video that went viral, when you scroll down, you see a whole lot of videos of him doing the same thing over and over again to the very beginning. And then there was this guy too, Ashton Hall, who did this thing where he wakes up, he's a bodybuilder. He wakes up, puts his face in ice. And then he puts the thing down, washes his face. This kind of weird thing. That one too, he'd been doing it for over a year. He had similar videos over and over again, all the way down to the beginning of his page. But he had done it until that one video. You don't know why that one video became the video but when you watch, he had done similar videos over and over again. For some reason, that video caught up and it became a trend. It made him a celebrity. So now everywhere he goes in the world, people recognize it because he does the ice thing. So even in the rules of social media, you have to pay a price. There's another person that has just escaped me. The thing goes Michael Dapper. Michael too. Michael too. He had also been doing videos like that. Long before he became famous. He had done videos like that. But for some reason, when he did that one in the studio, it blew him up. And all of a sudden, he was a global sensation.
Michael's
people would bring him. Sarko there brought him to Ghana just to do the thing goes and the whole auditorium was
Michael.
you know. So you don't get to decide. Your job is just keep doing what you are doing. Just keep doing what you're doing. Just be consistent and keep doing what you are doing. Will I say that I have reached that point now? No, because I will know I have gotten there when I go anywhere on the continent and people recognize me. That's when I know that yes, I'm getting somewhere. But if they don't know you in Accra, then there's a lot. There's a lot to be done.
Before we wrap up.
Oh, we are done? Oh, so soon.
Yeah. Before we wrap up, like, we have to talk about the money culture. And people, and I in a very recent interview, you actually even said that we need to have is it like a body whereby we know that these people in category A are being paid this, people in category B are being paid this, and so on and so forth. Where there's no body, according to you, because you feel like there's no industry that is looking out for people in the creative space. Like, there is an industry, but for you feel that there is no industry. But let's talk about the money. How can young people even coming into this space, and people who are already in the space, like, how do we come together collectively and say that we ought to have an industry, we ought to put this amount, or we need to put this much into this industry and cover everybody and have the necessary, clearly depicted lines and boundaries that show how much each person should earn? Because creativity, you can't put a cap on creativity, but you can reward it.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
It's a very lively environment.
But
anyway, yeah, you're saying.
Yeah, so how can we come together to have like one body, or even say that this body that we supposedly have is not doing this much and this is what it should actually be doing? Like, who do we need to talk to? Should there be an independent body separate from the industry that you think is not even around, or what's the whole?
Well, I think I'll edit what I said. We do have an industry.
Yeah.
What I'll question is the effectiveness of the industry.
Okay.
We have the Ghana Actors Guild.
Yeah.
Do you know where it is now?
No, I don't know. I know the national film thing was burnt, like, by a couple of months back.
The Ghana Actors Guild as an organization has been in litigation for almost a decade. Simply put, people are fighting in the organization.
Wow.
And it has taken a legal turn. And now it is in court and it is stuck there. That's where the Ghana Actors Guild is now. So there's that. There are other organizations too. The directors have an organization. This has an organization. There's all kinds of organizations supposedly comprising of this, what we call an industry. Where is the effectiveness? Where are the standards? I don't know. And you can't just get up and create an organization, because right now I don't know how many groups there are now that have something to do with the Ghana film. There are plenty. You come to add yours to it. What will be different about yours? We have a hard time as Ghanaians uniting towards a cause. It is a Ghanaian that will come to them and say, oh, no.
That's not how it is.
We don't do that. Don't pay Ghanaians that much. If you pay Ghanaians that much, they'll be lazy. Then he will suggest that pay them 1/5 of that and pay them in cedis. So he said, really? Are you sure? Oh, yeah. Ghanaians, no. If you pay Ghanaians too much, he will not ask for a reduction in what you are giving him.
Yeah.
But for Ghanaians, haven't you heard this before?
I have. Haven't you heard this before? People have actually said, and even some business owners, I've heard them say, when they pay their employees more, it actually does the opposite. Like the effect is. Is
it something they've heard or something they've been told?
It's happened to them.
It's happened to them?
Yeah.
I see.
That they've paid more or what they believe the person deserves. And it's had the
opposite effect.
The opposite effect. Because I'm thinking that maybe if you do say like the $19 an hour thing and I pay 20 because I factor in maybe possible inflation or whatever.
Yes, but what I am talking about is the Ghanaian intermediary also saying that
you don't deserve.
How do you know all the Ghanaians will behave that way? Maybe somebody is a hard-working person and is looking for that opportunity to and then you've gone before they even get a chance to experience it. You've gone and spoiled for everybody.
Yeah. And do you think we even make a difference? Like, do you think when we've been spoiled, right? So when we've been spoiled and somebody like comes in, do you think we even affirm the spoiling?
That one too is there. Typical. There are attitudes. They call it a typical Ghanaian attitude. Yeah. There's a reason why they call it that. The reason why they associate us with pulling down and things like that. These things don't come out of nowhere. There's a reason why these little things are associated with us, and until we address these things within ourselves, there are a lot of things that we won't be able to unite on. I'll tell you this as I find out this. One of Nigeria's biggest filmmakers came for an event.
Yeah.
Even Idris Elba came for that event. And he said he has a lot of Ghanaian filmmaker friends.
Yeah.
He called all of them that he's coming to Ghana, so he would like to meet them at that event. He came and they didn't come. And he said it on stage that, in Nigeria,
they're supposed to.
I can have a problem with you. Big problem.
Yeah.
But when it comes to money and when it comes to opportunities, we will sit down and deal. We'll sit down and make money together. So he addressed the issue directly that it's not. Basically, he wasn't happy about the fact that there was this thing in our system where people have issues and then they just refuse to work together towards anything. So these are some of the things we'll need to overcome if we are going to be of consequence in this industry. Otherwise, we'll always have a few people springing up and doing the work because nobody else will do it with them. So they have no choice but to say, okay, fine. If nobody will help me, I'll just do my thing. Then they do their thing and everybody hears of them and we are all proud of them and we think we have an industry because so and so is doing this thing. But it's just that he or she looked around and there was no support. So it's like, and this thing to have to do it. So however I'll do it, I will do it. The beautiful thing is that once they do it and their name blows up, it affects all of us and we're all proud. But what does that say to us about us as Ghanaians? Yeah.
Well, that's that. I want to talk more, but we've got tea to sip. We've got art to, display. And we've got guests to keep up with. He has an Emmy nomination. You heard it here first. I'm going to be nice because I'm going to be respectful and give Andrew the opportunity to put it out there first. When he puts it out on his socials, Andrew will refer you to this page and you will hear it here first.
Do a collaboration.
Yeah, it's a collabo. Do you guys get it? In the meantime, subscribe to our channel, subscribe to our pages, follow me on Instagram, TikTok. We'll keep you updated on our accounts. And we'll see you next week. This is Breaking Barriers. My name is Emmanuella Gardiner. You can call me Miss Gardiner. And I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.